Hello, and thank you for tuning in to the second episode of Gear Up with Michael Peters. Here's what's in store for you today. A weird night in Major League Baseball as two different players hit career milestones. I'll tell you about that. Also, my views on golf and their caddies. Some local news. The college football top 25 poll. And with division races heating up, I make some predictions and I give you a game of the week. You are watching Gear Up with Michael Peters. Breaking news. Jim Thome becomes the 8th player and the second fastest behind Babe Ruth to hit 600 home runs. He also becomes the first player to hit his 599th home run and 600th home run in consecutive at-bats. The SEC does not send an invite to Texas A&M, even after A&M expressed interest in joining the conference. The 2012 College World Series gets the okay for instant replay to review certain calls. Those include whether an apparent home run is fair or foul, whether a ball hit is a home run or a ground rule double, and whether there is fan interference on a possible home run. Dante Culpepper works out for the San Francisco 49ers, who say they are in need of a veteran backup. Three-sport athlete Bubba Starling chooses the Kansas City Royals over Nebraska football, who offered him a scholarship to play there this year. Starling batted .481 and averaged a home run every 6 at-bats last spring. Some people don't even get a hit in every 6 at-bats, and he gets a home run. Last but not least, Terrell Pryor, former Ohio State University quarterback, looks to enter the NFL supplemental draft on Wednesday. He awaits the decision from Roger Goodell, and the NFL even talked about moving the supplemental draft back a couple days until they get the ruling on Terrell Pryor. Alright, now let's go to the Major League Baseball scores from last night. The Atlanta Braves beat the San Francisco Giants 5-4 as Freddie Freeman hits a walk-off single against Giants closer Brian Wilson. The Texas Rangers beat the Los Angeles Angels 8-4 as they expand their lead in the American League West Division. The Chicago Cubs edged the Houston Astros 4-3 to win their third straight game. The Milwaukee Brewers beat the Los Angeles Dodgers 3-0 as they hit 3 solo home runs and also turned a triple play in the game. The New York Yankees beat the Kansas City Royals 7-4 as A.J. Burnett gets the win despite allowing 10 hits in 5 2/3 innings. The Pittsburgh Pirates beat the St. Louis Cardinals 6-2 as Ryan Doumit goes 4-for-4 with a home run to lead the Pirates to the win. The Colorado Rockies beat the Florida Marlins 7-4 on a 3-run walk-off home run by Jason Giambi. The Minnesota Twins beat the Detroit Tigers 9-6 with Thome's 2 home runs in the game. He, as we mentioned before, he hit his 600th career home run last night. Congratulations to him. He's the 8th player to do that. The Baltimore Orioles win their second straight game for the first time since the month of July. They beat the Oakland A's 6-2. The Toronto Blue Jays lose a nail-biter to the Seattle Mariners 6-5. Brandon League of the Mariners gets his 30th save of the season. And the Mets beat the Padres 5-4 in 10 innings as pitcher Jason Isringhausen gets his 300th career save. Alright, now let's move on to the MLB standings. In the AL East, the Boston Red Sox and New York Yankees are tied at top, both with the 73-46 record. The Tampa Bay Rays are 9 games back. The Toronto Blue Jays are 13 games back. They're 1 game over 500. And the Baltimore Orioles are 26 games back. In the AL Central, the Detroit Tigers lead the Cleveland Indians by 2 games. The Chicago White Sox, despite having a 500 record, are only 3.5 games back. The Minnesota Twins are 10.5 games back, and the Kansas City Royals are 14.5 games back. In the AL West, the Texas Rangers lead the Los Angeles Angels by 5 games. The Seattle Mariners are 16 games back, and the Oakland A's are 16 and a half games back. Now let's move to the National League. In the NL East, with the best record in baseball, the Philadelphia Phillies at 78-41 lead the Atlanta Braves by 8.5 games. The New York Mets are 20 games back, the Washington Nationals are 21 games back, and the Florida Marlins are 23 games back. In the NL Central, the Milwaukee Brewers lead the St. Louis Cardinals by 6 games. The Brewers have won 4 in a row and are 9-1 in their last 10. Cincinnati Reds are 11.5 games back. The Pittsburgh Pirates are 13 games back. The Chicago Cubs, despite winning 3 in a row, are 17 games back. And the Houston Astros, with the worst record in baseball at 38-84, are 33 games back. In the NL West, the Arizona Diamondbacks have won 6 straight games to lead the San Francisco Giants by 2.5 games. The Colorado Rockies are 12 games back. The Los Angeles Dodgers are 12.5 games back. And the San Diego Padres are 15 games back. The wild card standings in the American League, the Red Sox and the Yankees are tied at the top. Tampa Bay Rays are 9 games back. Los Angeles Angels are 9.5 games back. And the Cleveland Indians are 12 games back. In the National League, the Atlanta Braves have a 5-game lead over the San Francisco Giants. The St. Louis Cardinals are 6 games back. And the New York Mets and Cincinnati Reds are 11.5 games back. With division races heating up in MLB, I pick a team that I think will come back and win their division. That team is the San Francisco Giants. They're 2.5 games back in the National League West. They started a 4-game series with the Braves last night. They lost that game 5-4. They have 3 more games against them in Atlanta. But after their series with the Braves, they have 12 games against the Astros, Padres, and Cubs. They are a combined 74 games under 500. And the Astros have the worst record in baseball, as I mentioned before. They have those 12 games before facing the NL West leading Diamondbacks. My game of the week is Giants at Braves. The Giants have a 500 record on the road and are 2.5 games back in the National League West. They need to get back on track if they want to make the playoffs. They haven't been playing that well lately. They're 4-6 in their last 10 games. Certainly not the mark of a team that wants to make the playoffs. They'll need to step it up if they want to be able to get in. They're defending World Series champs last year. But enough with baseball. Let's move to the preseason football. The first week was concluded last night as the Houston Texans beat the Jets 20-16. Thursday, the New England Patriots beat the Jacksonville Jaguars 47-12. The Philadelphia Eagles beat the Baltimore Ravens 13-6. The Seattle Seahawks, the defending division champs last year, despite having a losing record, beat the San Diego Chargers 24-17. The Dallas Cowboys edged the Denver Broncos. They have a quarterback issue over there, deciding whether to start Orton or Tebow. Dallas beats them 24-23. And the Arizona Cardinals, with newly acquired Kevin Kolb, beat the Oakland Raiders 24-18. On Friday, the Washington Redskins beat the Pittsburgh Steelers 16-7. The Miami Dolphins beat the Atlanta Falcons 28-23. The Detroit Lions crushed the Cincinnati Bengals 34-3. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers blanked the Kansas City Chiefs 25-0. And the New Orleans Saints beat the San Francisco 49ers 24-3. On Saturday, the Cleveland Browns beat the defending Super Bowl champion Green Bay Packers 27-17. The Tennessee